Right, my name's Jsky. I'm joined by an actual music legend, none other than Sara Cox. I love her to bits, and she's just smashed Birmingham Pride. Someone threw a bra at you, didn't they?
Yeah, it's a bit manky though. I think she takes it to most gigs because it was quite mucky. But I was genuinely thrilled. It's the first bra I've had thrown at me. I mean, it beats a sharpened penny.
Wow, have you had a sharpened penny thrown at you?
No, not yet. But I don't want to encourage that, anybody watching. No, it was really nice. It was a really nice gig, and it was just really fun. I mean, I don't normally dress like this.
You look cool. You look really cool.
Well, my 10-year-old daughter was like, "Mommy, put a coat on." When I was leaving. I was like, okay. Yeah. But, you know, you've got to sort of turn it on a bit for Pride.
Definitely.
It's so nice to be here.
It's great to have you as well, and thank you for the interview once again. What does Pride mean to you? What are you proud of?
Well, it's just nice to just see so many happy people and so many different different ages, and it's just a real sort of lovely vibe there, and just you know, just celebrating, having a good time, and being in love or not being in love or looking for love. I did a bit of that on stage, and people were like, "Woo!"
I've been doing that all week.
I'm up for it. Get any luck?
No. Just been on Tinder.
Have you finished it yet?
It just runs out after a while, doesn't it? Yeah, that's the story of my life. That is. Back to music though. Radio 1 versus Radio 2. What is your favourite?
I know. Well, I can't answer that. I'm like choosing between my children. Although I have got a favourite child. No, really. Have you? No. No, you know what? I was at 1 for like 15 years, and and I just had the best time. Yeah. And I loved it. It was quite like it was like a relationship, do you know what I mean? There was tears and laughter and wet towels on the floor, like any marriage. But I did have an awesome time there, and it was really nice because I was kind of like ready to leave when I left. And you know when you get pandas at a zoo where they like keep them apart for a bit?
Oh no!
It was a bit like that with Radio 2 where I could go for a little visit and then I'd come back to 1. I was like I was having an affair with Radio 2 and Radio 1 knew about it, perverts. No. So I'd go and see Radio 2 and then come back to Radio 1 with my hair all ruched. I've been seeing 2. And that went on for about 3 years. I was doing cover at Radio 2 for about 3 years while still doing stuff at Radio 1. Then Fern got pregnant.
I know, right?
Love her ovaries. Go on, girl. And thanks to Jsky who impregnated her. And then, so I got, you know, I sort of covered her maternity leave. And then at the end of that, it was a bit like...
What do I do now?
Well, Radio 2 gave me my own Saturday night show, 10 o'clock, Sounds of the 80s, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So
I love my 80s
started
tunes.
That October, So, I mean, you look amazing. There's sort of like an 80s kind of vibe going on here. So it was time to do the big leap. But I'm really happy. I mean, it was the dream to be there, you know. It's BBC and it's, I feel like, they sort of, they hatched me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I felt like they brought me up and like nurtured me. And now I've like... carrying on this clumsy analogy, I've now flown the nest to the other nest, Radio 2. So in
that
short,
was beautiful.
I'm happy, it's good.
I need to ask you though, because a lot of people respect your taste in music. You've got quite a varied taste, but what would you listen to like when you're not at work? Say you don't have to play for anyone else, it's just you and your own.
Well, I must say, being at Radio 2 is that I don't have to play Pitbull anymore.
Oh God! All he does is count.
His woman-hating ways. Woo!
Yeah. Mr. Worldwide.
I'm quite pleased to be away from Pitbull. But I guess on my phone, let me think. I've got there's some really favourite songs that are just connected to sort of my husband, really. So Love on Top, Beyonce.
That is a
my
tune.
all-time favourite
just
songs.
the intro alone.
Just a bit, and I try and do
Bring
the
the
videos
beat.
amazing. I guess, and I love Dolly Parton as well, and like Minnie Riperton, and loads of different types. But you know, and I love Disclosure as well. Their album was
absolutely
awesome.
Amazing, right?
So it's still, you know, quite varied. And
good stuff.
I'm still like out of breath from being on stage.
Not surprised.
Performing.
It's harder and harder for new DJs to make it. What advice would you give him? I mean, Danny Howard is a great example. He's sort of been lucky that he won a competition.
I mean, he's such a mad example because he just won this random competition.
And now look at him, but
he obviously proved himself to be popular and good at what he does. So.
What advice would you give to up-and-coming DJs?
I guess, for talking on the radio or
to
for being out in clubs and...
To getting gigs, getting a name for themselves. And
for club DJs, I wouldn't know where to start, to be honest.
It's a minefield now, right?
I guess SoundCloud's pretty good, just try and get your music out there, really.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And for talking on the radio, I know at university, like Greg James came through student radio and I've been on his uni radio, so that's good. I'm so hot because I borrowed this nice lady's jacket.
Suits you very well.
I was trying to hide my arm bums. I confessed it now, so that's why I'm so hot.
It's out there, arm bombs. Hashtag that.
Arm bombs.
Bums?
Yeah, arm bums, you know. When
I thought it said bombs, like
that's right,
bombs.
Right. I've not heard of an arm bomb. No,
Oh, right.
It's an arm bum where your skin goes like that.
God, I'm learning it all this weekend. No, Sarah, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Ta, thanks.
Cheers.